This video is for Jim Holtz. Jim, buddy, bro, you know you need a website. You know you need it to be your name. Jim, come on, man. It's been a while, but don't you think it's time? JimHoltz.com. I mean, just listen to the name. JimHoltz.com. I don't know if you are this guy, but he looks like a pretty cool guy, this Jim Holtz, that GoDaddy has decided to demonstrate. I mean, like this is what people are looking at right now when they see Jim Holtz. Right? Like, I mean, this is your name, man. Like yourname.com. And you also know there are other Jim Holtz out there. You've probably met them, and they're probably thinking the same thing. They're thinking, I need to get myself a Jim Holtz website, because it's me and not that guy on GoDaddy, right? Like, man, like, okay. The reason, Jim, if you're watching this video, if somebody is like, dude, someone made a video about your name on YouTube, check it out. There are Jim Holtz out there. Jim Holtz. Calling Jim Holtz, are you there? Like now it's starting to be kind of a thing. Like there's a dude who talks about domaining with his domaining buddies on YouTube. And if there's anybody who is interested in investing in website domains, like my buddy Daniel here, who is watching, well, he's not watching this YouTube video. He's basically part of the live studio audience of when I'm recording this, because when you're seeing this, Jim Holtz, who should be buying JimHoltz.com, there's been a lot of discussion about Jim Holtz. You didn't know this, but there has been a great deal of discussion, so much so that somebody has intentionally purchased JimHoltz.com, knowing there is a handful of Jim Holtzes that will just be like, okay, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it, and no one else is going to get it, because that's the thing with domains. No one else can have JimHoltz.com. They can have .net, .org, .us, .biz. I mean, all sorts of stuff. But then you start to sort of wonder, like, okay, if I'm visiting JimHoltz.net, who holds JimHoltz.com? Who had the mental faculties to say, I need JimHoltz.com? Now, maybe there's not a lot of Jim Holtzes out there who like have this name and they're like, yeah, I need that to be a .com, or even just as a joke, like, yeah, no, I have my own website, JimHoltz.com. Like it just even Jim Holtz, like you wouldn't even necessarily, like, I would actually go as far as saying, I don't want to be who I am anymore. I now want to be Jim Holtz, because I can buy this domain. I know the person. I know the person who owns JimHoltz.com. I could work a deal specifically for you. In fact, you know what? I'll go as far as this, Jim. Jimothy, James, listen, I'll do you a favor. I'll do you a solid, because I know the guy who owns this website. I know him. JimHoltz.com could be yours for a very reasonable price, because as you've seen in this video, there has been a lot of discussion about JimHoltz.com that you are not aware of. You are now aware of it, but you are also aware of many other Jim Holtz. I'm just putting that out there. So now that this is now on the internet, it's live. It's been posted on YouTube. People can search it. People can search Jim Holtz and they will find this specific video, because I keep talking about Jim Holtz, JimHoltz.com. Because there are robots and algorithms that just stand there and they just listen for people to say things and then go, how do I associate this? And then just mash them together. And then all of a sudden, there's just a video about a guy talking about JimHoltz.com. And if somebody doesn't buy JimHoltz.com, everybody's going to just start wondering, what's going on with Jim Holtz? why doesn't he own the domain jimholtz.com, right? So if you want to buy jimholtz.com, I know the guy who owns jimholtz.com, and I can make sure he doesn't charge you through the nose, because when you find the perfect domain, and I mean the perfect domain, it means so many things. It connects with people's minds in such a way that, like, you don't have to explain a whole bunch of shit. Like, you don't even have to watch this video to understand the power of a domain and how it connects in people's minds now here in 2020. So if you would be so kind as to click the link in this video and then put your email in the following page, like that's all that's going to happen here. There's nothing more. It's only meant to basically call out anybody who's interested in Jim Holtz, right? So there you go. jimholtz.com. And this is a video that I have made for my Domaining Buddies YouTube channel. And I have a couple of people who are watching the live broadcast, and we're just having fun, just, talking about Jim Holtz. But if you are Jim Holtz, or you are somebody who wants to buy the domain jimholtz.com, what you need to do next is click the link. There's, sometimes there's a companion banner or like an ad overlay. Usually the link is in the description of what I'm trying to talk about here. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to land on a web page. There's nothing that's going to be there except put your name and email address in. Don't worry, it's all good. All it is it's going to the specific person who controls the domain jimholtz.com, and then you will be able to have a conversation with that person. And because you went through this specific avenue, the guy who owns the domain will now know that they cannot charge you exorbitant dollar amounts for this domain, because, well, jimholtz.com it might hold some very like special things for you. Maybe you're not like trying to make money and stuff like that, and maybe you're just like, I need this for my family's thing, or like, I don't know. People who buy and sell domains aren't money grubbing, like they just, they want to make a buck, and they're smart enough to, list domains like people's names and stuff like that. So again, by going through this, you're going to click on the link, and you're going to put your email address, your name and email address, something that people can actually contact you on. And they're going to talk to you specifically about this, but you're going to know that because you're going from the Domaining Buddies YouTube channel, that you're not going to get charged exorbitant amounts, because, well, let's just put it this way. The domain sex.com, the phrase sex sells. Well, it does. That domain was actually bought and sold 2 different times over the last 20 years for over $8 million. Each time it was sold. So we understand, we as in the general domaining collective, I guess, that what a name means in someone's mind can mean a lot of different things. And maybe you don't want to try and use your name to make a bunch of money. You want to use your name to create a legacy or something like that. That's something that I think a domaining buddy like the guy I know would be considerate of. So just reach out. Again, click the link, put your name and email address in, and that way this person will know that you're interested in Jim Holtz, and you can create a conversation, a dialogue with each other, and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. So again, I thank Dan and John, and I know who you are. How do you even pronounce it? Not even going to try. But you are also awesome. Thank you for being here. And Dan, thank you for also giving me the idea for Jim Holtz. That's what I was asking for. That was the point of recording this on Facebook, so that this could be, this is the live studio audience. And then this broadcast will be over. I'm going to then take the video, and I'm going to edit it and then upload it to the Domaining Buddies YouTube channel. Now, no one on the YouTube channel will see this, because this is more like the live studio audience of this feed and stream concept. And again, Daniel, thank you for that. The feed, the live as the raw, just, man, that concept just, oof, All right. So getting to 10 minutes here. Thank you for watching this video, for humoring me in what I'm calling today my sprint of work, which will end with a webinar that I'm going to call a Zaninar. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the content that eventually becomes YouTube content. Thank you so much, and have a good day.